from what happened.
His sister's dying.
And that's why he like perpetrates it, and he does it from basically like not necessarily a mental disorder, but like mental issues that he's going through. Yeah, it's super interesting, but it might ruin one of the other endings.
Oh, that's fine. I read an interesting article. It was about it wasn't about Until Dawn. It was about Beyond Two Souls. And the article was like, play this game one time, never play it again. And he's like, because that's part of the magic of it. Is like, that was your story, that was how it went, and stuff like that. And like a lot of the charm of the game was talking about it to other people who played, who heard their version of the story. But he's like, if you play it multiple times and you keep doing it over and over again, you're taking out the magic that made it personal, that made it yours.
Right.
And Until Dawn would be the same. You could make the same argument for it. But I still want to play Until Dawn again and do things a little differently.
Well, yeah, but like you're not going to ruin the first playthrough for yourself. You know what I mean?
Right. In my head, that's my head.
That's why, like,
that's my head's canon. Like, yeah.
Well, and like that's why I didn't pay attention to anything about Watch Dogs except for like some of the like teaser trailers and some of the changes they made. You know what I mean?
I did the
That's
same
why
way.
I'm completely ignoring anything that comes out about Star Wars Episode 8, except for the title reveal, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't care what the hidden meaning behind the red text is. Fuck off.
Yeah, I want to watch
it. It comes out in December. I will come watch your video then. Don't you ruin this for me. I will find you, and I will kill you. I have a very particular set of skills.
But yeah, like this was super interesting too, how they did this, because they didn't do the facial mapping like they normally do, like in Beyond Two Souls. They did like these dots without the sensors on them, and they had this camera record everything.
Yeah, well, it's super cool now that motion capture has come so far. That is a much more advanced camera than they were using 2 years ago, which is why you don't need the super reflective.
Well, here. You'll like this one, because you like all the tech stuff to it.
I love learning about how they pull things off.
But yeah, I think this was a good idea for a bonus
creative
feature.
director of Until Dawn.
I love shit like this.
The first
Movies, video games, I don't care.
facial performance in game is to capture topographically the actor's range of emotional expressions as separate versions of the same head. Every tiny nuance gets digitized and merged, effectively creating a model that can recreate
so they're
every
doing that
facial
for
movement
animation's
that the
sake.
actor
Yeah.
makes.
So that they can isolate
Once the topography has been
each portion of
recorded,
face
the
and
actor's
how it
performance
changes
itself
individually.
can be
Right.
captured
That's
by
cool.
using a predetermined set of marker points, drawn precisely on the
exactly
face,
what he's
and
saying.
a high-def helmet
Okay.
cam, wirelessly linked to capture devices. The camera is the small box where it looks like the microphone should be.
Outro Sam. Mark.
It records in high def the movement of the dots throughout the performance that will drive the expressions captured earlier. Unlike other systems, this form of capture is far less lossy because there are fewer interpretations between performance captured and performance rendered finally in game. The audio is also recorded via two separate lavalier mics attached to the helmet. It takes a while for the actors to acclimatize to carrying around the recording devices and the helmet cams, but very soon the shoot becomes similar to any other effects shoot or a green screen shoot.
I love how like the
The
room that
actors
they're
in
doing
these
it.
scenes are only recording facial animation,
I
but
have
use
to, like,
cursory
stop it
body
and start
movements for pacing.
Wait, and
It's like
maybe we should all stick together and find
Yeah, I'm just
everybody, make sure they're all okay.
Frank,
We
we'll just start it
usually-
again.
That's fine. To your left, where Hook is at the back, on top of the basket, is a stack of phones. It's the one on top that is white. Okay, let me know if this is easy to follow. Okay, if you're sitting in front of my computer, the cubby immediately to your left, where Hook is, at the back, on top of the green basket, is a stack of phones. It's the one on top that is white.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, no, there's like a whole bunch of cool features here. There's one that this is like a documentary. Like it says like copyright, that whatever the name of the show was, but it's about like the Wendigo and everything like that, and like the actual lore of that. Spoiler alert: there's Wendigos.
I knew that.
I called it. Like halfway through, I'm like, it's Wendigos, man. I'm saying, like, that sound is not an animal. It's a
My name is
Wendigo.
Bill
I watched
Myers,
Supernatural. I
executive
know what goes on
producer
in the mountain.
of
And then they're like,
Outdoor.
the guy comes, he's like, it's a Wendigo. I was
The
like,
first part of the
Nailed it!
game's
Yes!
facial performance in game is to capture topographically the actor's range of emotional expression.
That's a super
as
interesting
separate
way to do
versions
it.
of the same head. Every tiny nuance gets digitized and merged, effectively
Well, you
creating a
figure-
model
you
that
figure
oh, I
that
love
easily,
it.
I
recreates
Like
the
here it
facial
shows the
movement
guy,
that
he's
the
like,
actor makes.
the actual motion is
Once
he
the
like runs in
topography has
place.
been
It does the
recorded,
facial
the actor's
emotions
performance
of it.
itself can be
I got a really
captured by
interesting
using a
story about
predetermined
Watch
set of
Dogs.
marker points
The original
drawn
Watch Dogs.
precisely on the face and a high-def helmet cam
Yeah.
wirelessly linked to capture devices. The camera is the small box where it looks like the microphone should be.
Outro Sam. Mark.
It records in high def the movement of the dots throughout the performance that will drive the expressions captured earlier. Unlike other systems, this form of capture is far less lossy because there are fewer interpretations between performance captured and performance rendered finally in game. The audio is also recorded via two separate lavalier mics attached to the helmet. It takes a while for the actors to acclimatize to carrying around the recording devices and the helmet cams, but very soon the shoot becomes similar to any other effects shoot or a green screen shoot.
He's just like
Actors
running in
in these
circles and
scenes
shit.
are only recording facial animation.
Well, yeah, but it,
Use cursory body movements for pacing.
Wait, and maybe we should all stick together and find everybody, make sure they're all okay. So one
yeah,
one
that's
the
what
year
he's just
before
saying,
the
yeah, it's
prank.
just for the actor.
Take two, Mark.
Like they're not recording that motion at all.
Right,
Other
but they're
than the
recording
other
facial.
actors, they have to use
And
their
that changes
imagination
after
for
physical
everything
exertion.
and everywhere that they are supposed to be seeing
And it gives them
feeling.
like, what amount of perspiration would you be making?
From a
Right.
hot
etc.
midday studio in Los Angeles to a freezing midnight mountain in British Columbia.
And then there's a part 2 to that one.
Nice. In Watch Dogs, they had the guy who was playing Aiden. Who voiced Aiden? Is that Nolan North or was it Nolan?
No. I'd have to look it up. I don't know.
I don't know. They had him in the full mocap suit, right? But there's a really important gesture that Aiden does a lot, which is pull the phone out.
You
of
were
his
telling
pocket.
me about this.
Yeah. So they couldn't figure out how to do that because he wasn't wearing a coat and he didn't have any pockets because he's in a skin-tight
Right.
mocap suit. So what they did is they made a magnet ring to attach it right here so he could still make the motion of pulling it out of his pocket without having to be wearing any clothes. And I thought that was really cool.
That is super cool. Just the innovative thinking of that. Yeah, I need to cut these from the premiere video. I took like a break and ate some food and watched a whole bunch of these.
Because Until
I
Dawn
haven't
has
cut
a
those out
dynamic, ever-changing story, the facial performances...
Look how they do gun recoil. You're still texting. Oh wait.
Yeah, well, my brother died like a year ago tomorrow. So,
Oh, is that the anniversary, huh?
yeah.
Why is the terrible table live now?
Probably just hit a button. I don't know.
Do you know what button?
Oh, 41!
Do you know?
Yeah, this
I have
this
to push
app.
Control Shift and C or S to make it stream. What do you mean?